this morning on Action News, details on a case of a missing Kennewick man presumed to have been murdered about a year ago. 3 suspects have been charged, accused of killing and dumping the body in the Columbia River. We'll get you up to speed. Plus, police are looking to identify this man accused of racking up nearly $3,000 in illegal purchases on a stolen credit card. The man's also accused of swiping construction tools from a business vehicle. We'll have those details. And Senator Patty Murray reacting to the move by President Trump freezing federal grants and loans. A federal judge blocked the move minutes before it was set to go into effect. We'll talk that story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Wednesday morning, everybody, and Happy Lunar New Year. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, clear skies, it seems like overhead. Sure. Good way to start the new lunar year, if you will, being able to actually see the moon for a change.
Yes, absolutely. But I will say clouds are going to be on the increase tomorrow and then active weather Friday through the weekend. So let's dive into that. As we look outside at Yakima this morning, like Dave mentioned, it's another kind of similar type of morning to what we have seen recently. Mostly clear skies, enabling those temperatures to dip to very chilly values in Yakima. Right now, we are once again down to the teens or even less than teens, 12 degrees right now underneath those mostly clear skies. A very cold morning in Yakima, to be sure. Here's a look at your weather headlines today going forward. We are going to see one more day of sunshine for today before clouds increase on Thursday. Rain and mountain snow are going to be in the cards for Friday, and then the active weather will have a chance to continue all the way through the coming weekend. We'll talk more about all 3 of these weather headlines in greater detail coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. We now know more about what may have happened to a Kennewick man who went missing and is presumed to have been murdered last March. Police say Annabelle Areola was killed over an $800 drug dispute. 3 suspects have been charged with first-degree murder in connection with the case. An associate of those involved said on March 12th, a 48-year-old man shot Areola 6 times before another one of the suspects stabbed him while he was already laying on the ground. The associate told police he and the others then loaded the body into a trash can, taped it shut, and dumped it into the Columbia River just west of the Vernita Bridge the next day. According to court documents, police traced phone signals to verify what he told them. So far, the trash can and Areola's body have not been found.
For the lunch hour, the court was handed an affidavit in support of probable cause for the charge of murder in the first degree. I had the opportunity to review that affidavit. Mr. Nguyen, did you wish to be heard on that affidavit?
No, Your Honor. Reserve at this time.
The 47-year-old stabbing suspect was arrested in Montana on unrelated charges, and authorities are working to bring her back to the Tri-Cities. In the meantime, a judge set bail for the 3rd suspect and the 48-year-old shooter at $1 million. And a trial date is set for 2 people who are accused of being involved in a murder in Wapato in 2023. The suspects are charged with second-degree murder. On May 6th of 2023, Yakima County Sheriff's deputies and Wapato police responded to reports of a man with a gunshot wound. Now, the suspects were seen leaving the scene of the shooting and were arrested by Toppenish police a short time later. Their trial is set to start on Monday, February 3rd. And 5 people are facing charges for a drive-by shooting near Grandview. It happened around 4 Monday afternoon in the 1700 block of South County Line Road. According to Benton County Sheriff's deputies, a witness saw a vehicle traveling north with people in the car firing shots. No one was injured and no property damage has been reported. Investigators, though, were able to trace the vehicle to Grandview, where police arrested 3 adults and 2 juveniles. If you have any information about the shooting, you're asked to contact the Benton County Sheriff's Office. And Kennewick police are searching for a man accused of racking up fraudulent charges who has distinct hand tattoos. Here are some of the surveillance images shared on the KPD Facebook page. They say the credit card used to make over $2,800 in illegal purchases was stolen from a local business's vehicle, along with construction tools worth thousands of dollars. If you have any information about who this is, contact Kennewick police on their non-emergency line. Switching gears this morning, a federal judge has temporarily blocked a Trump administration freeze on federal grants and loans. Now, the stay came minutes before the freeze was scheduled to go into effect. It applies only to existing programs and lasts through Monday afternoon. Critics argue the freeze is illegal because Congress already authorized the money. A White House spokesperson said it's meant to make sure all funding complies with President Trump's executive orders and actions. Washington Senator Patty Murray had a strong reaction.
In a brazen and illegal move The Trump administration is working to freeze huge amounts of federal funding passed into law by Republicans and Democrats alike. The scope of this illegal action is unprecedented and could have devastating consequences across the country for real people.
Idaho Republican Senator James Risch says the freeze is already helping them get answers.
Now that the agencies realize their programs are on the chopping block, they're running out of their cubby holes in mass, showing us information that we've been trying to get. This is going to work. Everybody stay calm. We'll get this done, and we'll reduce spending.
Leader Thune says it is not unusual for a president to do this, pointing to President Biden's pause of more than $1 billion in approved border wall funding in 2021. Now, the Government Accountability Office determined a programmatic delay of funds was allowed and necessary in that case. Biden ended up redirecting that money to address safety and environmental issues from the wall construction instead. Now, Jefferson, let's talk weather here. I was looking it up. The Lunar New Year, it's the year of the snake, which is supposed to bring about change and kind of some positive vibes. And I'm here for that. It's just how to start the new year.
Sure, but I will say I don't know if it's going to be in a positive sense, at least for some folks, but we are going to be looking at the weather changing as we go into the next couple of days. Today is going to be more of the same. Plenty of sunshine out there today with highs into the upper 30s to low 40s. A very similar type day today to what we have seen really dating back all the way through the weekend. Now, as we go forward in time, clouds are going to increase on Thursday and then rainfall will follow on Friday. We will talk about that forecast in greater detail coming up.